Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. This is the Megalomaniac map and we're at the airport at Chaos Grad over here. We see a lovely constellation coming in on the approach over here. That tree is a little bit close over there. I might have to get rid of that. So, here we go. We are moving. Oh, the constellation is lovely. Yes, so we are making a fair bit of progress. Let's quickly have a look. So this is the area of Chaos Grad. What we said or found in the last episode is that basically we're struggling to get our cargo to the various places that we need it to go to. So that is part of our issue that we're facing at the moment. And so I think the way we're going to deal with that is instead of running mainline cargo for like liquids and state cars and all these kind of things, I think let's do proper cargo kind of terminals. And I think that is the idea. That's what we're going to do in this one. So I'm going to do a cargo hub. And I'm thinking right here next to the airport is a really good one because that means we can actually fly stuff into it as well, make use of this airport a little bit more. Obviously, we can still do the airlift with all the cargo that's going to come in, which is going to be great for our little town of Berlin over there. But yeah, absolutely. So sorry about that. A lot of stuff with the movement of the mouse. I also just want to mention that there's some renovations going on in the building, so there will be all kinds of noises and sounds during the recording. I'm not going to fall behind because of that issue. I'll try and remove it and post as much as I can. But if there is some funny jackhammering noises and things like that, please do bear with me for this episode. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I don't think any of our routes actually use this. They don't actually use this turnaround over here. So I can quite happily go ahead and get rid of it. There's also a bit of a hill over here, which I'm going to try and avoid as best as I can. So just bear with me on that one too. Okay, so now buildings. I'm going to go with the non-terminal one because I do like a pass-through option. I'm going to give it everything it kind of needs. High speed is probably not required, but it should be okay nonetheless. Okay, let's see about how we can squeeze this in here nice and tight with the airport. Okay, something like that. Ooh, we lose connection with the airport if we go any closer than that. Okay, so I'm going to do there. It goes into the hillside a little bit, but we can actually run a pretty decent set of lines up here. And the idea, I think, what I will do is try and do a multitude of lines to come into this area. So what I will do is I'll just kind of twist all of these lines around here so that there's a little bit of an area for trains to kind of decide and switch between the tracks, and then I'll do lines coming in and out of this. We'll see, maybe we'll do something like that and like that. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll put a little bridge over there, and I'm also tempted to run a bit of a line out into this direction and do a very similar thing over there. Whether we have enough space for that is another question. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start prepping this. I'm going to quickly put these lines in place, and then I'll show you how we connect them all. Okay, so this is a step one. We've basically got this massive amount of lines in here. Now what I would like to do, I think the intention here would be to allow a switch from this side all the way to that side in this location over here. So I think something like that, and we'll allow the double switch on all of that, and similarly on the other one. It's obviously slow operation as you get into the hub over here, but I would think the one thing that I do want us to do is just raise this up over here, and we'll see about we probably don't need it. So I'm kind of tempted to do like something like that. 90 is, I'm assuming, plenty over here. So if we do the steel bridge, can we now actually we'll have to do steel bridge up to there. Then I believe we'll be able to run that over. So let's build that section, and we'll find ourselves the option to now start moving this back down. We'll find the location that makes sense. I think over that road there is going to be just fine. I'm still okay with the speed, and what we'll do is we'll just continue this down. Can we continue it down more aggressively is the question. So if I do that and we say, well guys, let's get it down onto the ground as quickly as we can. Wow, that is quite a big little piece of infrastructure here. I'm going to trim it back and try it once more. I just want to make sure we are not going over the top with this. So let's trim it back all the way. I know. Now let's try this again. This time around I'm going to go up just a little bit. I believe, I think that's too much. I believe we should be able to go over like this. So if we say do that and we try this connection, let's check it straight from the top to see about doing it as straight as possible. Obviously with this, and then can we already start coming down is my question here. I believe we should be able to clear this thing. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's exactly what I had in mind. So we'll do a little bit of a straight section there. Then we'll come and twist it in here. And I'm not interested in going under anymore. Like 110 over here is going to be just fine. And we'll run that through into this general direction and go and tie in with the cargo stuff on the other side. I'm also going to make sure that we run back. Nice, that works quite nicely. I think this bridge is a much more manageable kind of bridge section. We could also tie in a little earlier over here and have two from this side and then two. Yeah, actually I think that's the way we're going to do it. Now from here we need to let's speed things up so we at least continue to make money. Now, the idea here is I think we would like to do a bridge over the... It's got a lot of road pieces over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete our, very carefully planned major road over here. Get this to go through and we'll get rid of that guy. Perfect. And we'll see about how we tie up with that. Oh man, this cargo hub is going to be insane. Insane. Okay, so the idea is that we do a similar thing over here, and I'm tempted to run it over the top of it as well. So if we go, let's just do something basic like this. Can we, in fact, no, don't level it. To do a little something like this. Let's quickly just check our angles. I'm happy to get rid of some more of this stuff. But if we do that, about 110 should be okay. So let's start it off like that and see if we can go over the top. We can. Obviously a little bit of work that needs to be done there to make sure that it can actually work. But I'm quite tempted to get an operation like that going on. Look at that. Look at that. Also, we don't need this to go up. Okay, well, let's trim it back up to... Really? Really? That's what we're having here? Immediately it kind of breaks down into this whole thing here. So cautious about that. Okay, let's try it this way. I think that should be okay. I want to have a very gradual... Oh, look at that. Even that's starting to work. But can we do... Yeah, the level one. See, this is the idea. We'll cut straight across there. Then we'll slowly come down. Can we... Oh, we can already start coming down. I think that's going to be just awesome. Can we twist it a little bit to get... Oh, man, 180 over there if we do it this way. So I'm happy with that. So let's do that. We'll build that section there. And then what we'll do is we will need to more aggressively go down over here, and I'm quite tempted to bring it in like this so we can tie it in. That's the idea. I would like to tie it in into both those directions. I think this will actually work quite nicely. The problem, however, with this thing is there's no through movement here, so that doesn't necessarily have to tie in as nicely over there. Okay, but what I would like to do is just make sure that now we've got a bridge pillar situation. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. If we try the other side, let's try the other side. The other side actually works. So what I'll do is I will do our bridge pillars over there. What is that? Canadair CL44? I don't know it. The plane buffs will have to tell me all about that one. So let's trim back these guys and we'll quickly tie in our new areas there. 100. That's a pretty tight little curve there, but I think that's okay. It's leading into our terminal over here. I'm actually going to trim this one back a little bit so that we can make an easier little join over here. So let's do that as a join into this direction. Ooh, that's actually, we do that. Is that better? That is, wow, way better. Way better. So we'll do that. And we'll tie that one in there. Nice. And what we'll do is we'll also do this, hopefully at a reasonable speed. We're not going to be able to do that at higher than 70, is it? Okay, if we bring it in over there, up to say about here, I think that is about the right number for us. So let's tie these guys in. Yeah, 100 is okay. 100 is okay over there. So that's a lot of weird looking stuff over there. So that's good. And we'll probably tie this one in over here, and then we'll do the other one into this direction. So let's continue to run this one out. Now the question is, oh, we've got a bit of a natural area here, so we can should be able to quite easily go over the top of that. That is actually very useful. So let's try and make use of that as best we can. So if we're doing something like this, and now what we'll do is let's start bringing it up just a little bit here. How close are we to that? Pretty close, really. Pretty close already. But I would like to try and get it over the top here. So if we say do that, and we then run across, we're still in collision territory. Okay, so let's trim this back a little bit more, and we'll start bringing it up a little earlier. So let's do kind of something like that maybe. I think that is going to be plenty to go over the top. I do like using more of the embankments than anything else. I'm going to move for that. Oh man, that is just lovely. I'm hoping we can ultimately, oh yes, that's the one. That's the one right over there. That is the one right over there. Let's get that signed in. And we need to continue to get this thing aggressively down. Yeah, this is going to be too tight, I believe. This is going to be too tight. So let's try. Can we, if we now tie this one in here. Yeah, that's quite tight, isn't it? It's really quite tight over here. The other one has got much more room to play with. This is not really what we're after. Let's trim it back. Let's trim it back. Let's try and bring it in a little earlier. Slightly unfortunate. We got the nice little dip over there. So let's bring it back. We'll bring it in a little earlier so it's it'll work better. So if we do this and we go up a little bit, I'll be just about up to there. I think that should be okay. And now what I'm after is just a straight section across here with a decent bridge. To be honest, we can probably start coming down. Oh man, that is a nice little slope. Can we do it a little bit more aggressively? I think we can. I think we can. That actually looks pretty good. So let's do that, and we will continue this guy up to around here, and that should give us a much nicer little tie-in over here. 190. Yeah, that's much more appropriate, I think. Now let's find the partner there and bring it in. Awesome. And what we'll do is we'll also tie it in on this side, try and maintain like 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I think that's about right. And we'll bring that in. Not great all the way through, but it works. Now, can we get this guy to work? We can, in fact, get that guy to work, and we'll tie it up over there. So now we've got our links into our new cargo terminal. It is a pretty substantial one, and the city of Chaosgrad is ringed by rail tracks all around. I'm going to trim this back a little bit, and we'll tie that one in over there, and then we'll do switches, our own switches here. So if I go, so what is my intent going to be here? I'm going to try and run from that one into that one. Does not want to do it from all the way over there. We can do it from over here maybe. Okay, so you can run straight into the middle there, and then you can switch over to those ones. I think that's okay. Similarly, we would like you to be able to run out somewhere here. Let's find that switch location there. See if we can't switch it over there. I think it's not too bad, but maybe what we'll need to do is just trim that back a little bit. Try it one more time. It's a little finicky, some of these things. But the thought process here is, okay, so that one does not want to. That one will quite comfortably tie into that one, which is quite an interesting one. Okay, let's leave that right there for a second, and what we'll do is we'll tie in this over here. Okay, and where's your friend? Right over there. We'll bring that one out up to here, and then that should tie in. Come on, autosave. Thank you. Should tie those in quite nicely. So these are moving quite easily. I'm just thinking, should I reassign these? Okay, we'll have to have a look. We won't be able to tie in through here. That's and there's no real point for us to do that just yet. So let's go ahead and finish that one off there. Okay. I'm just thinking, if we get this to tie in closer on this one, let's redo that. We'll tie this one closer to that one, and then we'll see how we tie this stuff in. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see you as soon as I've finished off all of this. I think you've got a good understanding of what I'm trying to do now. So once I'm done with all the ties in, I'll see you again. Okay, so I've rejigged it a little bit. I think now it will work the way I would like it to work. So I've actually brought them into one. So these two come into one. Then there's a little bit of a switch, so you can get to any one of the tracks. And then from all those tracks, they then split into all the multiple track varieties over here. So every train can get into any platform, and that is the general idea. In retrospect, a little bit of extra length here would have been maybe a little bit fortuitous, but I think it's going to work this way. Feel free to let me know if you disagree. We definitely want not one-way but two-way kind of setups over here. So what I'll do is I'm just going to kind of provide these guys in on all of them. And my question would be, and we'll probably need to do a little bit on all of the other ones. Now the question is, we don't have things like chain signals over here, so we definitely want one guy to stop over there, one guy to stop over there, and then we feed it in. Yeah, so this is kind of a place where, yeah, we could get ourselves into a bit of a deadlock situation over here. I'm really sure we can. But anyway, we'll leave it as is for now, and see how we work with that. Okay, let's quickly add the rest of our signals over here, and then let's set up some lines to see if this thing will actually function as intended. Basically, get some stuff over here. We'll need to provide a little bit of this. We're definitely going to do some stuff over there. What did we actually lose one over here? Oh, that's interesting. Definitely need one over there. We'll do this. We'll do that. Get these all tied together. We'll even do that. I know it's not necessary. I'm kind of in the full on everywhere signals kind of mode at the moment. Something like this, something like that. We'll do similar stuff over here. That direction, that direction. Yeah, actually it's pretty decent considering our lengths over here. Now let's try something very similar over here. Do our little signals. So we'll do there and there, there and there, like so and like so. Like that. Like this and like that and like this, and over there, that'll be fine. That'll stick it out. Okay, good. Now there we go. So that's the thing. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna check our lines. How's our money? Oh man, we've been making tons of money while I've been messing around. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start moving this line, the fuel up there. So if we move the fuel there, let's start with the fuel and then we'll start moving fuel around from there. Okay, so if I go to our lines, we have a fuel line. Yeah, so we've got a mainline fuel service and that runs, let's open that up, manage the line and see where that goes. So that goes GNS Fuel Company to Van Fuel Refinery, and I think that section can still actually happen. Van upon Van Fuel Refinery, it goes back and forth and things like that. So I think the idea is that we will start it at, yeah, and I'm kind of wondering, maybe we just get rid of everything and restart it from scratch instead of having all of these guys struggling at the moment. So we're going to pick up here and then we're going to take it to the cargo hub, and on the way back it can pick up oil over here. It can also pick up oil at the cargo hub. If we bring in, we can bring in oil from this side as well. So we can also pick up oil over there to come here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm gonna just delete the line, and so in order to delete the line I'm gonna need to sell off all of the vehicles. So let's manage the vehicles, sell off all of the vehicles. I'll redo it. There must be an easier way, but anyway, I'm gonna sell them off, all of them. Sell all of them. Whoa, lots of money, thank you very much. Then I'm gonna open the line again. It's got no people on it, so let's just delete it. Manage the line, delete the line is what I'm after. There we go. So that line, it's the end of that line. Let's start a new line, fresh. What am I doing? I'm doing a new line over here. We're going to say, well, you're going to start it off at the Van Fuel Refinery, and you're going to move over here to, what is this station? Chaos Grad Annex. Going to come into the Chaos Grad Annex. That's going to be just fine. And then on your way back, you will drop off. Actually, you could drop off fuel on your way back because it's on the route. I think that can... Yeah, but I don't want you to pick up fuel for this guy. I don't want that to happen. No, let's just come over here and we'll pick up this stuff. So if you did pick up crude oil over there, you'll be able to drop it off over here and you will come back into there. And that's going to be as simple as that. Over here, what you will do, and let's quickly see about where you've decided to go in. So you've decided to go in on the very first line section over there, and I'm quite comfortable with us to do fuel pieces first. Okay, so what I would like us to do is over here, you will be loading fuel and you can be unloading this stuff. What is this? This is processed oil or something. This is just oil. You can unload oil. Okay, so that's how it happens over here. Good. At Chaos Grad, you will be unloading fuel and you will be loading crude. I think that's what we're going to do. You'll be loading crude. Okay. And that's it. And then at GNS Oil Company, you will be unloading your crude oil, and you'll be loading the kind of processed oil. And that's it. That is as simple as that. So that's the first line in there. And so this line is going to be named, it's obviously track travel, and it'll be main line, main hub, or it'll be will be oil transfer. Let's just call it something like oil transfer. I know we're getting all kinds of weird stuff with our little naming conventions over there. So that'll be the one thing. Now I am quite interested. What kind of, do we have any? So we still have this one. Oh, this one is still running. Okay, so that one I want to get rid of too. So let's manage vehicles. Let's quickly sell both of those. Thank you. And I also think let's manage the line and get rid of that line. That's just bringing it up over there. So let's get rid of that line. Perfect. So that's good. It'll take us a little bit of time to sort that back out again. Okay. So now from here, let's quickly start our first lines and say that that's oil transfers. Now our new line will be from the annex over here, and I'm gonna start it up at 7 over there. It just feels thematically a little bit more right to me. And now the question is, do we link some of these guys together, or what do we do? Let's start off with Maluchburg over here, or Maluchburg over here. We'll drop it off over there. I would like you to please run into the second one. Ooh. The third one? Really? 1? Ah, into 1. Well, yeah, anyway, we'll see about that. And then from here, you will come in and pick up some product over here for us, and then you'll go back. That's as simple as that. That's it. So there's be a little empty running over here, unless we start moving some stuff up here. But anyway, that's going to be the same. So at the Chaos Grad Annex over here, what you'll do is you will load only fuel, and you will unload any crude that you've brought along with you. Okay, that's good. Now at Maluchburg, you will be loading nothing, and you'll be unloading fuel. Okay, and at Chaos Grad North, you will be unloading nothing, you will be loading crude. Perfect, as simple as that. So I'm actually tempted to just get these two up and running. Okay, so now this is going to be train, and this will be mug fuel. Mug fuel. Just like that. That's going to be as simple as that. Now let's buy some trains and see how we go. We've got $1 billion. We're $1 billion company. Okay, so let's buy some trains. We would like something that's pretty effective. Let's go with electric. What do we have over here? That's not bad. 140 we don't necessarily need though. 90 is a little slow. I'm kind of tempted with this. If we go with the cargo wagons for oil, how much can we do? 120. So let's quickly have a look. What can we get at like 120? We can get this guy. So I'm going to grab this guy, I think. It's not going to carry as much though. This one will be better ultimately. It's more pricey, but it will be better. Tractive effort compared to, wow. So this guy's got a massive tractive effort, but I think we're going to rather run this one. This one seems to be the right tool for the job. I'm going to go with the black color over there. So let's get that in there. And then if we go with some cargo wagons, we're going to go with these guys black again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that's about the length that we're going to do. 240 in terms of capacity. We're going to go ahead and buy 2 of them to start with. 2 of these guys. Thank you very much. These 2 will be assigned to mainline oil transfer line. Okay, there we go. So we'll get those underway. We'll start off with 2 because at the moment we only have Mug. That's the other one that's in there. Now we're going to buy some more vehicles. I think what we'll do is we'll just continue with this. Mug has got the what kind of color for the town? Let's just go with the purple color was what we were using, and we'll go with cargo, and we'll again say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 10 11 12. So up to there. I think that's going to be just fine. And but for this one we probably only need the 1. So let's just buy the 1. Actually, we need a rate on it. So once we'll get it in there, we'll check the rate. So this guy goes to Mug Fuel. Thank you, Mug Fuel. There we go. So we'll get that up and running ourselves. Okay, so that's the first one. Now I would like us to get stuff moved back to Chaos Grad also. And the question is, do we... Oh, we're not actually... Oh, I might move it. I might move it over here so that we can pick it up over here. So the question is, do we... Well, everything is set up at the moment. So do we run a... I'm kind of tempted for us to just redo all Chaos Grad stuff over here. Okay, and what I do think we can do is probably bring that line in through here to start bringing in the next things. Okay, this train line is nice and long. I mean the platform. Can we quickly see what's going on with the Mug guys? With our main oil transfers. We're still making money at least. Yeah, a little bit too long here. 120. Picking up, moving it through. Will we have any fuel here to be taken away? No. No, so it's going to be a little bit of time to get that back up and running. Okay, that's going to drop this off. Wow, these are so short. I probably need to redo these. So why are you doing that? I don't have a switch, huh? Okay, let's... I'm going to take you. I'm going to send you back to Van Refinery. Why are you... What? We need a switch in here somewhere. Do we not have a switch in here at all? Let's just pause it while we figure this stuff out. There's a switch. So you should have switched over. No, you should not have switched over. Okay, so what we need to do is we need a switch on this side too. You should be able to go back, so I'll just send you back to Van upon Chaos Flow, please. Thank you about that. Then all of these will, that one will start moving. Then I'll put a switch in over here. Yeah, this whole setup is legacy stuff and it's not working properly. Can you go back? You should be able to switch over. Okay, there we go. Are you now able to move? Waiting for a free path. You should have a free path now. Where are you heading? Okay. Why do you not have a free... Oh my goodness. Did this guy already go and come back? Go back. Yeah. Switching over. Good stuff. Now you have a free path and you can go. Nice. Okay. With that out of the way, let's pause it while we quickly build our switch over here. My goodness. There we go. Let's just get our switch in here, say, so that this guy can move back and forth to where it needs to go. And we probably have it on the wrong line there. And what I'll also do is I'll just make sure to put a bit of a section in there, so now everybody else can start moving. Well, what we'll do now is we'll turn you back around. So now go and do your thing. Okay, perfect. That's exactly right. Oh, that's the problem. This was the problem, everybody. Why was this the problem, though? So how did it get onto that other line then? How on earth did it get on that other line? That is weird. Really weird. What is this? Why are you even here? You should be going... There we go. I think it's just struggling to find where on their journey on the path it actually is. This is going to block. This is going to block big time over here. So let's just get a new switch in here, and we'll move that other one. Yeah. So I really need to just redo this entire mess. What? How did it? Oh, it did something. It did something. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Should be okay. Now, let's start setting up lines to go to everybody else. Okay, we've got some stuff starting to arrive here. Now, let's set up another line. So the next one I would like to do is let's get a bit of a line going to from here, Chaos Grad Annex, to... We'll leave Van out for the time being until we can fix this. But over here, it should be fine. We'll pop in over here to Genesis Freight. I believe we'll have switches here, but we'll have to double check and see if we've got all the switches. There's nothing else for you to pick up, so it's literally just going to be back and forth into these directions. And I do wonder, I believe that one should just be fine. We'll just put that into 7 again. Put that one into 7 again, which should be just fine to work on that one. You will be picking up fuel over here, and you will be not unloading anything, and you will be unloading your fuel at Genesis over there, Genesis Freight. That's going to be fine. This is going to be called Track GNS Fuel. I believe we'll ultimately get this to sort of work a little bit better. Okay, excellent. Stuff is starting to move a little bit. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get out of there. We don't have any red markers there. Okay, so let's build yet another one. It's going to be a lot of costly operations here. Oh, before I buy that train, let's quickly have a look and see what is the rate that we're actually achieving on the mug fuel line. If I go there, the rate is 252, which is way more than I believe we need, right? So it's too big. We need like 120, so we're double what we need. So we don't need 252. This route is a little bit longer, but we can do something that's a little shorter and probably a little bit more cost effective. So if we go with the electric wagons again, we'll this time around go with this one. It's a little slower. Whether that is actually... No, let's just keep going with this guy. Let's go give it a nice, I don't know, a blue color like that. And in terms of wagons, we'll just do less wagons. So we'll do half of what we had on the other one. How much is this? 150 capacity. Let's do one more. Let's do 2 more. Something like that. I think that should give us a good run there. We'll buy that one. And we'll assign this to our Genesis fuel line. There we go. And we'll see how that one tracks. That one's not going to run any other products for us anyway. So we'll keep an eye on this. Okay, that's good. Now, this is that one over here. We need to move stuff to Chaos Grad. We need to move stuff to Sandkalp Crossing over here. How many do we have up here? That's only 50. To be honest, we could maybe combine these. What do we do? A 737 and the Lockheed Hercules and some better passenger stuff. All good, all good. Oh, the Hercules is a good freight one, I believe. So we'll keep an eye. Maybe move some upgrades over there. So Epic will also it needs about 100 over there. So potentially we can combine these two together. And the next one is pretty far. So I'll combine these two together and run fuel to both of them at the same time with a line. So let's go ahead and say we've got a new line starting over here. And you will be dropping off furthest point first. No, cancel. That's not the right one. You'll be dropping off over here. Okay, and then you will be coming in to drop off over here, and then you'll go all the way back. So at Chaos Grad you will be... Oh, hang on. One more thing before we finish that off. After Sunkelp Crossing, I believe I would like you to also pick up over here. Thank you. Pick up over there, Chaos Grad North. Okay, so at Chaos Grad you will be loading fuel and unloading crude. Okay, then at Epicville you will be unloading fuel. Then at Sandkelp Crossing you will be unloading fuel, and can we specify how much? No, it doesn't actually want to say that. That's okay. And then at Chaos Grad North you will be loading crude. Perfect, there we go, and done. Now, over here, we will call this the train for, what are we saying? San and, is it EPE? What was our code? I can't remember. EPE, Epicville and San Fuel. I believe that should work. What I was worried about was, are we actually running... Is this section actually working, is my question. Okay, that's okay. Ooh, lots of crude hanging out over there. So let's buy a train for that new line of ours. So again, we will go with this guy. We will give it a nice kind of, let's start a green color over there, and we'll get some cargo wagons going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think up to 200 is about the one that we would like over here. That kind of thing. We'll try this and see how that goes. Probably the rate's going to be problematic, so I'd rather split this up into 2 trains at some point, but let's start off with that one for now, and we'll see. So this is Epic and San Fuel. Okay, good stuff. So now we're starting to provide fuel over there. Ooh, liking that we're seeing fuel come out here. A fair bit of fuel available here. Waiting on the mug fuel line. I believe we're going to need way more of these trains to bring the fuel here. Excellent. More and more are starting to see some stuff here coming in. Where is that one going? Why is this one all the way over here? Hang on. Anyway, once it's moved, I can't remember that we had, this is GNS fuel, right? No, it's the other one. Okay, hang on, let's manage the line. I just want to move that over here. Once it's out, we'll move it over to 7 again. I'm going to try and keep the fuel stuffs a little bit in the right spot there. So we'll see. I don't know if it's going to be effective to have it this way. I would have liked it to be dynamic, by the way, but I'm not sure that's even possible. Picking up some stuff over there. We're still holding strong with our money at the moment. The rest of our operation is keeping us going. That is excellent. Shall we do one more? Shall we add more to this line over here? What is our rate at the moment on this one? Just want to see. So our rate on this guy, oil transfer, is about 308. We need more than that. So let's manage vehicles. Let's double our operation over there. Let's go and clone those selected vehicles and see if we can't make that work. I wanted to check. Do we have a switch in here? I believe we should. We don't have a switch in here? So how on earth are we running the Genesis one? Well, let's get a switch in here just to make this work a little better. So if I do that and that. I believe that should be a little bit more helpful for our Genesis guy. I wanted to check the line here. It actually is now supposed to work. I'm not sure what it was doing. Was it just sticking on one of these? I don't know. Anyway, should work a little bit better now. Once that clears out, this guy should come on in, drop some stuff off over here. We'll have a look. It did in fact drop some stuff off, and now it's heading back. Obviously not making any money while it's heading back over there. So we do need to see about how we optimize stuff a little bit further. But I'm quite happy. Wow, look at all of this crude that's over here. Who's getting stuck where? Let's just have a look. Why? Why are you constantly doing this to me? Okay, let's I'm gonna quickly solve this issue once and for all. I'll have to rebuild this entire thing. But if we have a look at this, so that's on here. So for some reason it's going there. Why is it going through there? Ah, you know what we should do? If we say this is the main line, right? Oil transfer. This one's going through there. So if you're picking up at GNS, you should be picking up on number 2 over there. That should be the one for us. What I'll do with this guy is I'm just going to move that around so it goes to Chaos Grad Annex. And then I believe that should be okay. Then I think we just had the wrong piece in there for the time being. Look at these guys kind of stacking up over here. So we'll need to update this little area over here a little bit, and I might go ahead and do that in between episodes because this area is slightly problematic. So I might go and rebuild our little line section through here so that we're ready to up our capacities on everything as we go through. There's a lot of trains moving through here, and there's not even bypass abilities that's happening over here. So guys, thank you so much for joining. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.